Hey, Dan.
Yeah?
I heard a rumor.
What's that?
I heard that I should turn off my brand search and save lots of money.
You mean I don't have to buy my own keywords on the Google?
That's what I heard.
Well, have you looked at the data?
Data? What do I need that for? They told me.
They told you.
Yeah, they said I should turn off my brand and save lots of money.
Well, I've heard that one before. So
What should I do?
So this is the question we've gotten from most of our clients. And if I were on the other side as a brand advertiser, I would understand where that question comes from, right? So the notion that you're gonna capture 100% of that traffic if you turn yourself off in paid because you're there in organic search.
Well, it's true, right?
So we've looked at the data across dozens of tests, and we've looked at the data from hundreds of tests that other advertisers have run, and there's some truth in that. So when you turn off your brand in paid search, you're gonna see an uptick in organic traffic. However, one of the things we've found is that delta of what you gain at organic is smaller than what you lose overall when you turn off paid.
Is that a visibility problem then? Because I'm not in the top spot, my brand isn't up there, even though the organic is picking up a bunch of it, the ads get those clicks.
Right, so part of that has to do with visibility, and sometimes there are competitors buying your brand, not a problem for every advertiser. Some of that is when you look at your brand plus a keyword modified with your category, so brand plus category, you have a lot more competitors who are buying those terms on Broadmatch, and Google wants to make money on ads, so very often they're gonna be showcasing advertisers and competitors above your brand.
Absolutely, and I think if I have the paid and the organic spot both covered at the top of the page, the odds of somebody clicking on one of my listings is much stronger.
Certainly. So from a traffic standpoint, that makes a ton of sense. The old equation of 1 + 1 = 3 when you're there in paid and organic. But taking that a step further, traffic is important, and we like traffic and we like clicks. But at the end of the day, when we're looking at conversions, this is where we see the biggest discrepancy between paid and organic.
And conversions drive the bus in all of our businesses.
Right. So on the paid side, you can control landing pages. You can control ad copy that's going to be a lot more promotional, stuff that you can't really do with your organic listings, given the speed at which that it changes.
Strong calls to action, all things like that. They're going to hopefully drive that click, and people are lower in the funnel when they click on a paid search ad. They're looking. They have an intent to buy.
Right, and you can guide that intent through landing pages and calls to action. So one of the things we've seen whenever we've tested this is you need to look at traffic, but also at conversion. So understanding what that conversion drop-off is relative to what you're paying for those brand clicks, which is usually 1/10 of what you're paying per click relative to your non-brand traffic. So oftentimes the savings that you get is a lot smaller than what you'd expect, and when you look at the drop-off in conversions, it's a pretty easy tell in terms of what the strategy should be.
Thanks, Dan. That's great stuff. The quick takeaway here is, borrowing from the Book of Mormon here, don't turn it off like a light switch. Don't turn it off at all. Join us again next time for the Dan and Steve Show. Like what you're seeing? Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.